You ever put something off because you're like, it's going to take me a million more years to finish and I can't be bothered, and it's turning to poop right in front of my eyeballs. I haven't looked at this painting in maybe a year, and it's been in the back of a cupboard. And now that I look at it, it's really not that bad. And it's probably going to take me about 40 minutes to finish it. I have a cupboard full of paintings like this, so, you know, great. Maybe I'll make some more videos. Okay, let's get this shit done. Do that quite a large amount. Just use a brush that you haven't painted with yet, that's dry. Meep meep. Pop it on the canvas and use it like bleep 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 bleep. That's what I did, it worked really well. I'll show you. Dry brush, plop. Huh. This is what I'm dealing with. Got this much paint left. Look at that. Oh my god. I got that much. Time rich, cash poor. So I think that's probably about as good as most of it's gonna get. Okay, I just have to do the clouds in the background. I have completely forgotten how to paint clouds, so I just have to call Bob Ross and... Oh, yep, cool. Yep, the paint's just been scratched off all along the side from moving it to state 7,000 times. I'm really finished. I'm really excited about that. So I think at this point, all the problems, probably problems from the drawing and like the first layers, they can't really be fixed. So I'm just accepting it as it is, whatever. The goal is just to finish it. Didn't have to be good. And it's not. Yeah. Bad angle. What's that? Oh, it must be snowing outside. Okay, I actually hate that. That is the worst thing I've ever seen. So I think now the background is just going to be black because that is atrocious. Suck it, painting, I finished. Yes! So this painting I made was about nostalgia, which is weird because it's so old, it's probably an antique by now. I think I stopped because it felt really confronting to do a self-portrait. It's weird, especially when you have like body dysmorphia to the max, on top of one thing after another going wrong, technically, when you don't actually have mirrors in the house, so you don't have to look at your own reflection. Now that I'm saying that out loud, that's a little bit crazy. I'm gonna get a mirror. Thinking back to when I first started painting it, I think it had a lot to do with like communication and nostalgia. The way that the hands are sitting is how you would text, like how you would communicate. And a lot of the old masters that I was studying when I first started painting it were us replicating a lot of the symbolic hand movements that are in a lot of paintings. I think Van Eyck uses them a lot. This one, it's not West Side. It's like this one you'll see in a lot of paintings. I think it has something to do with explaining that someone's royalty. I love finding out about a painting that you love and then finding out that it has a lot of hidden symbology, because it kind of feels like a secret between you and the painter, even though it's a secret between the painter and the entire world. And I had that 90s bedspread growing up, the sun and the moon one, followed to all my witchy poo girls that just wanted to do a seance and hang out on the weekend. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious I was a bit of a witchy poo kid. I was brought up Catholic, so going to church kind of every month and drinking the symbolic blood of Christ. Blood rituals were a thing from an early age. I think the Catholicism to death metal pipeline really needs to be studied because it is strong. In all seriousness, I think when I started painting it, I was talking to my therapist at the time a lot about how trauma and nostalgia feel like they're at opposite ends of the same spectrum. Both are really quite sticky and they both could really quite cloud what's happening for you in the current moment, in a good way and a bad way. And it's kind of hard to explain that with words. So I think this is my attempt to do that visually. Maybe the nostalgia is tricking me into thinking that was a good time, and actually it wasn't. When I first got this back out of the cupboard, there was so much about it technically that I wanted to change and fix and make it perfect. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. This is the first time I ever thought the only goal that I have with this painting now is like, just accept it the way it is, make a list of the things that need to be done and just finish it. And it felt so good. It would have felt better doing a good painting and knowing that it was perfect and being proud of it. But like, I think I got almost a similar feeling just finishing something. I'm really trying to train myself back into productivity for painting, because I used to paint like 4 or 5 hours at a time without even needing to try. Like, I'd just be mad that I wasn't painting if I was outside. So I'm trying to train myself back into that, and doing this really helps. So if you have a creative thing that you do and you're trying to get back into it, I'm sure you would have like your secret cupboard full of half-finished projects that you stopped because they were shit. Just finish them. Just finish them badly. Actually feel good. It sort of takes the emphasis off something having to be perfect or even having to be good. It just has to be finished. And it's such a nice feeling. The police never even showed up. I don't have to go to prison for doing a mediocre painting. Because in reality, it's one painting in what hopefully is a lifetime full of making paintings that will eventually get better. I think that's all. Just a little one today. Thanks to everyone that sent me really nice messages about my last video. This stuff is still really hard. Thanks for being nice. I think I'll have another video on the weekend. Okay, that's all. Bye now.